This girl must perpetually don this 200-pound iron footwear, because the instant those weights are removed, she drifts toward the heavens like a helium sphere. This is no typical residence. Within these walls, every youth possesses extraordinary abilities. Jane manipulates the thermal energy of her surroundings. She can ignite any material with a single touch. Lucy can transform a tiny trinket into something massive. And Grace appears fragile, yet she holds incredible power. She easily hoists the most massive burdens. These identical siblings remain perpetually masked, for if a stranger caught sight of their features, they would immediately transform into solid rock. Whenever this boy inserted his handcrafted heart into a figure, that plaything would spark with a life of its own. As twilight arrived, the group retreated to the estate. Over the evening meal, the atmosphere was filled with joy. Then Carl parted his lips to consume his portion. Suddenly, a cloud of insects erupted from his throat. The table watched in uncomfortable silence. He quickly retrieved his facial covering and inhaled the entire swarm back inside. Moments later, he refastened the shield. The group considered Carl the strangest of the bunch. They also assumed the smallest girl was the most silent. Just then, that child seized a piece of poultry. However, rather than consuming the meat, she nourished a second set of jaws hidden behind her skull. The matriarch of the house was Miss Patricia, managing these unique orphans alone. She acted as the guardian of this entire reality. Following the meal, the children gathered in the courtyard. She instantly commanded the group to don protective respirators. The youngsters felt bewildered by their mother's strange request. Patricia produced a silver stopwatch from her coat and tracked the rhythmic movement of the ticking hand. Suddenly, the atmosphere roared with violent thunder. Just then, military aircraft began patrolling the airspace above. Moments later, one vessel released an explosive projectile, but Miss Patricia remained perfectly composed. She merely engaged the mechanism on her timepiece. Just then, the flow of existence halted completely. The bombers, the explosive, and the falling rain were suspended in mid-air. Then she turned the dial in a reverse direction, and the world retreated exactly 24 hours. In reality, they were trapped in 1940, the era when Germany leveled the estate. Consequently, they survived the identical day repeatedly within a cycle. Because